Indeed, head-to-head, Fiji lead the series 41-20. The last 5 games, though, Australia have won 3 of them, Fiji 2. Yesterday in pool play, Fiji won by 14 points to 5. Pretty controversial match because a couple of their players were cited afterwards and banned for 2 matches. But they are back, they're fresh, they're raring to go. Talking about number 1. That is Semi Kunatani, and number 7, Osea Kulinisau, the captain. And for Australia, same team that started in the plate semi-final. You've got 3 of the stars on the point scoring table anyway. 5, James Stannard and Greg Jeladev, number 8, have scored 3 tries apiece. And number 7, Cameron Clark, has scored 4 tries. Head coach Garrett John for Australia. And Ben Ryan from Fiji. In Dubai, Australia beat Fiji in the Cup semi-final, 29-24. In Port Elizabeth before Christmas, Australia beat Fiji in the Cup quarter-final, 31-19. But Fiji got a bit of revenge yesterday, as I mentioned, in pool play, winning by 14 points to 5. So the flags of the 2 South Pacific countries are flying at Wellington. And it's going to be young mascot running the match ball out, and then Australia in the all-gold, Fiji in the traditional white jerseys with the black shorts. It's Greg Clark calling the action of this plate final, and alongside me is Carl Tanana, former New Zealand Sevens captain. And these 2 guys, well, these 2 teams, they know each other pretty well.
Most definitely. That's the intriguing thing for me, Greg. You know each other's play so well. Comes down to how you execute your game plan. I'm interested to see how Australia go and attack Fiji. Do they take it slow and take it to the set piece and slow the game down? You don't really want to run against the Fijian team, play fast.
Richard Kelly from New Zealand is the referee. The plate final, effectively the playoff for 5th place at Wellington 2015. James Stannard to kick off. Bit of hang time, and Myers goes in, and it's there for Holland. And it's flung straight over now to Clark from a standing start. And Cameron Clark almost way pulled down on the 22. Support arrives in the nick of time. And no, holding on at the back there, was it?
No, you pushed him.
Semi Kunatani, one of the players that was suspended for the quarterfinal and the semi, makes that tackle and gets the turnover.
Sideline, Lose.
Yeah, you don't see that too often with that's respect. Keep an eye on Sam Myers as well, as we see the turnover from Kunatani, one of the players that was suspended. But Myers went up, tapped it back, and he hasn't looked 100% since for Australia.
Myers in jersey 3. So Fiji, what can they do? Good line-out win through Wonga. And they look to go wide immediately, and there's a mistake, a rare mistake in that situation. And we'll come back for the knock-on.
Samasoni Viriviri, the winger, and they put Kunatani in that position. Usually plays in the forwards, does the big number 1. Kulinisau puts the ball right there where it should be taken, but that's great defence there by Nick Jeladev.
If Australia wins and England lose the final, Australia will stay in 4th spot on the all-important series table. So there's plenty to play for. Clark flings it out, and there's a mistake. But the penalty will come because Clark was taken without the ball.
That's a huge matchup for mine in that midfield. Cameron Clark versus Kulinisau.
Kulinisau will be fresh too. He had to sit out 2 games today along with Kunatani, so he will be champing at the bit, raring to go. Good touch finder from Holland.
I like Jeladev in this situation, Greg. They can get him out, get the ball out to him quickly. Here they go, Australia.
And it's a charge for the line. Great charge for the line. It's a try. It's a captain's knock. And Jenkins. They'll check with the in-goal official. But the captain is confident that he has scored from the line-out.
So you're happy with that then? Had the line-out formed or not? You're saying it's not?
Well, they're just seeing that the line-out has been formed.
Okay, well, we'll have a line-out if the line-out
We're coming back. Oh,
Thank
whoa!
you.
Hold the phone.
Try. Line-out hadn't formed.
They're saying the line-out
You
hadn't
must wait for
formed.
the line-out to form before you throw the ball in.
Well, you can't take a quick throw in unless you go and get the ball yourself. I think that's the reason why they have to wait for the line-out to form. It's a new ball.
Line-out hadn't formed.
Garrett John. Won by Foley down to Stannard, and now Holland gives it to Jaladev. He can't crash through midfield. Penalty. Penalty to Australia.
You're off your feet.
And that's cynical too. They have to be careful here, Fiji. They have to keep their discipline.
Belinda out. Playing the ball, he wasn't on his feet. So good field position here for Australia. They've been criticised for some slow starts in some of their games, the Australians, but they haven't allowed Fiji to get away to a big one this time. A big lead, that is. Now it's Jenkins again taking plenty of stopping. Good work by the captain. And Foley. Myers hit pretty hard there by Kalinasau. He lays it back, and it's there for Foley. So they have to regroup, and Clark gives it down to Holland. Over it goes to Jenkins. Oh, that's great. A great steal by Fiji. Australia had numbers at the breakdown, but they couldn't get their hands on the pill, and now here's a chance for a counter-ruck.
Release, goal!
It's there for Fiji. Jaladev not rolling away, so away go Fiji from their own territory. Kunatani. Here's a chance. Very Malua, taken by Stannard, who's had a pretty good tournament playing in that sweeper's role. The penalty will go against Fiji.
Stay up.
Stannard pleading for it, Willie.
Yeah, exactly. But what about the work of Sedavini Wanga, jersey number 5 for Fiji? He got the initial turnover on 2 occasions, and Vere Malua just pinned his ears back. Great defence from Australia.
Great one-on-one tackle, James Stannard. That is tough to do, I can assure you, as a sweeper. Space both ways. Kunatani draws in. The first line of defenders is a nice step. Stannard turn inside and out. That is brilliant work from James Stannard.
Hurt his thumb, making the tackle. Stannard, 31 years of age now, his 20th tournament.
Okay, time on.
Done some work at the back, on defence in particular. So throwing into the line out now. 0-0 the score, 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Foley gives it to Stannard. And now Holland, and Clark gives it back to Holland, and he flings it out, and that's a knock-on! And a knock-on both ways. So they're just pushing the passes, trying to get on the outside, the Aussies, and it's not quite working.
You can see what they're trying to achieve here. This is just called a bow, but they have to do it a lot deeper. It's too close to the defensive line of Fiji. It puts them under pressure when they're throwing the pass.
On the 15. Rides, it's in here. Thanks.
So good attacking opportunity here for Fiji.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
It's a good scrum win. Cleaned up there by Robobo. And now Kunatani. Sam Myers pushing some pressure on at the breakdown. And the penalty will go against Fiji.
Can't use your hands in that situation. Semi Kunatani had to use his foot. Couldn't help himself, Willie.
Yeah, he had a player, one of his teammates, Vovo, was down there on the ground, and that's why he actually used his hand as opposed to trying to ruck it back with his foot.
Good challenge there also from Lewis Holland. That's the secret there. It's just disrupting their ball, coming back for Fiji. Well done.
Oh, and there's a heavy fall there for Myers again at the line out, and it's therefore Fiji. They leave it behind. They fling it back. They don't mind where they start from. And there's Kuratani away from two. And Stannard, he's not going to have the pace. And it's the captain, Osia Kulinasau, who scores right on the stroke of half-time. Well, it goes back to the lineup. Australia unable to win their throw. And it is the Fijians who strike first.
Well, Semi Kuratani, well, how good is he?
Well, he's just been magical, hasn't he? The two naughty boys who missed 2 games earlier today, they've turned it on to score their first try in the stroke of half-time. And just getting back to your point, Greg Clark, Viliami Mata was the man that got up and competed for the line-out, and he won the ball for them.
So the extra 2 should be a formality from right in front. There it is. The fans from Fiji love their team and their country. And they'll be pretty happy with that scoreline because most of the possession in the first half seemed to be with Australia, but they just couldn't penetrate apart from the no try. So 7-0.